This is Feed Your Mind. So, is there infinite Earths beyond the ice wall of Antarctica? Is the question. I'm going to be leaving a poll in my community tab if you want to participate in this discussion and vote so you can voice your opinion and also to see what other viewers think about this question. So, to me, I really think that it's a possibility. I mean, it would actually be one of the main reasons why they would have placed humanity on a globe, because on a globe there's nowhere else to go. You're stuck in your imaginary earth ball going in circles. And that's why globe earthers, they actually believe that that's the only way you can travel around the world is on a globe. They don't understand it can be explained perfectly on a flat earth circle with the magnetic north in the center. So their mind is skewed to just think there's only one way to explain everything that they've been told in school. So everything the schools have told them, that's what they believe is truth. And they don't understand there's other ways to explain everything that they might think is a globe proof. So the ball earth would trap humanity onto a never ending ball, and people would not even be curious about really exploring beyond Antarctica because they would think you just pop up on the other side, which has been proven to have never had happened. No one can go across the Antarctic and come up on the other side, like Australia, for example, and come up on the other side, which would be around South America. So anyone that has claimed to have had traveled beyond the South Pole and come up on the other side, it's false information because they really just traveled to Antarctica and then back up towards the continents, the known continents. So even Admiral Byrd had said that it sounded like he was suggesting there is other lands beyond Antarctica. And so that would be the perfect reason to hide the flat earth so that people don't escape and move on to other areas. And they want to control us, it looks like, if that's the case. If they want to say, like, no, I want everyone to stay here in this circle where we're in charge. And if there's tons of other areas to live outside of our known 7 continents, then people could just disperse and set up their own life and their own way of living and maybe their own countries, and who knows what would happen. I mean, it sounds like absolute freedom if there is other lands. I mean, really, there could be an infinite amount of lands. I even entertained the idea of there being a flat firmament, just like it's said to be a flat earth. I don't see any problem with there being a flat firmament above. And that would really open the door for an infinite plane of existence on this earth realm, where there could be an infinite amount of earth ponds or circles of earth around the entire plane that we are dwelling on. And that could also explain so-called UFOs or other visitors from an extraterrestrial land. And terrestrial would mean extra land, basically. So they could be coming from other areas outside of our firmament. And we could even have a dome firmament if you really want. I mean, you can have a dome firmament and then other dome firmaments around the infinite plane. So you don't necessarily have to rule out dome firmament if you don't want to with this hypothesis. And I have actually also entertained the idea of possible worlds above. So if the firmament above is a flat firmament, for example, you could have layers stacked upon layers above and below. So this could go on for infinity in all directions, up and down and left to right and front to back. So there could be an unlimited amount of Earths everywhere. So that also kind of brings into the question about the multi-dimensional theories and the ideas of the multiverses, kind of like what we've been seeing in a lot of the Marvel movies and even DC movies. And a lot of different movies are exploring the idea of a multiverse. So that can kind of fall into line with some of that thinking as well. And so, really, if there is land outside of Antarctica, that would also explain the Antarctic Treaty with all of these countries that signed on to it. A lot of the known countries have came together and they have this treaty. And so, really, when we see the separation of countries, it brings into question, how are we so separate from these countries that where some of them are actually aggressive countries to others. Basically, they're said to not get along, and so how could these countries be such opposing countries to each other if they all just agree to go by this treaty in the Antarctic? So it shows us that there's teamwork and that they actually do get along if they're all obeying this treaty to never let anyone outside of Antarctica. And so if there's anything to this, I mean, that's kind of like keeping an animal in a zoo. And if they are born in that zoo, they don't realize that they're in a zoo. So they don't see that cage because that's all they've known. So that's kind of like the ball earth, where we were born into this earth and they tell us that we live on a ball where there's nowhere to go. So that makes the people not even wonder if there's anything beyond Antarctica, because this is all they know. And their mind hasn't even considered to comprehend the possibility of outer lands outside of Antarctica. So remember to go check out my community tab. You just go to my homepage and find my community section, and you'll find a poll where you can participate in it and let us know if you believe that there's lands outside of Antarctica. I'm also going to leave links to my other channels, my social media, my free email newsletters, my Feed Your Mind store, and much more. If you would like to support this channel, please donate as little as $1 to help keep this channel online. If we get over 1,000 likes, I'm giving away a free signed Gleason's map. All you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll pick a winner if we get over 1,000 likes. So thanks for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Feed Your Mind signing off.